Today on the Embroidery 2 channel, we're going to embroider some plush driver covers. And they are plush. And they come in different colors. And maximum logo size is approximately 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 using a 12 centimeter hoop. Now it's a little different using the fast frame system. So let's take a look at that right now. There's our fast frame system, and I've already put my sticky back on the actual frame that I want to use, and I got it there. That frame can take a maximum of 3 1/4, so I've got my logo approximately 2 7/8 wide, but I get more height. So as you can see, I've got more height that I can use, but I don't have the width of the hoop itself, which is the 12 centimeter hoop. So there's pluses and minuses to these two ways, and I love the fast frame system for doing stuff like this. It's really cool. Along with the 12 centimeter hoop, it'll both work. So we'll go over and show you the setup on the 12 centimeter hoop next. And these are great covers. Let's take a look at that when we go over there. I'll show you that when we get over to the hooping of the 12 centimeter hoop. And this one, I will show you that when we get over to the machine, because this is the one I'm going to use. Now these items, and a lot of great items, and we're going to be doing some videos of some of those items, come at creativecoversforgolf.com. They're in Washington, they're in Canada, and you can see their catalog up there. I put it up there for you, along with the logo that I've already embroidered out. So I'm ready to go. All I need to do is show you a little bit about this process, which is the hooping process, and then we're going to get over to the machine and get to work. That's coming up next. Let's check out the 12 centimeter hoop setup. Okay, here's my setup for doing the 12 centimeter hoop to go into production and do a whole bunch of them. I have 2 magnets. These magnets aren't as strong as I would like them to be, but they'll work. So there are my stops, and since the ironing board is always metal, those magnets secure themselves to that spot, and then I put some tape on them so they definitely won't move, because they're not that strong of magnets. And I'd love to find some stronger magnets to put on there, but in this case I can't find them right now, so this is the way we're doing it. And see, we're going to push this up against there. That's my stop, and then I can do a whole bunch of them over and over and over again. Now I'm going to pull up the plush cover over that hoop, and then I'm going to hoop it, and I'll show you how I do that next. So there it is, and now I'm going to stick the hoop on there, and I'm going to press it on. I don't need to show you that, but that's basically what you're going to do. Now I can feel the end of this hoop right here, and I know that's where I want to be. So I can feel the end of the hoop. I know that's where I want to be, and then I'm going to push on the hoop, and I'll show you that next. Okay, I just wanted to show you that real quick. I put my topping on there. I pushed on the hoop. There you are. You're going to do that every time with every one you do. And of course, you want to do a trace before you do it. We're not going to be embroidering on using the 12 centimeter. We're going to be embroidering using the fast frame system, but I wanted to show you 12 centimeter hoop. Remember, the biggest you're going to go on it is approximately 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and it's good to do a circular design of some sort, because it fits into the hoop best. So that means that the circle up the top on the wording, let's say, whatever it is, and a circle on the bottom for the wording works best with, and you get more height, you get a bigger logo if you can do that with your artwork. And that means most of the time it's the text, right? Text on the top, the text on the bottom. Just giving you a few tips on doing the artwork itself. So you got to see how to do that. Let's take it off there, just like that. And that thing's ready to go to the machine, and I could start embroidering. And that's a setup. So that gives you an idea how to set that up. So let's get over and show you how I'm going to do it with the fast frames. Okay, let's take a look at my setup before we get back to the machine. I want to show you this a little bit more. Okay, these are little clamps that I use that I get at the Home Depot, and you can clamp them on, holds it nice and tight. You're going to have that. It isn't like hooping it with a 12 centimeter hoop. It's different. It's going to hold the liner. Let's show you the liner on the inside. So this is holding the actual plush part of the actual cover, but on the inside, remember, the liner isn't attached to the plush. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's flip it over and look at the inside. Inside has a sticky back, and I've added one piece of Weblon. See that? And I just added some spray adhesive and put it in there. I'm sort of, since this is not attached, I want it out of my way, and I want to make sure that if I embroider in this area here and it gets close, if this was down there, it would embroider it. Don't want to do that, so I'm pulling it up as tight as I can get it, and I'm using these little clamps again so I can get that out of my way, so I can use that whole area and make sure I'm not getting too close to the sides, or this material will go down there and then I'll embroider it, and then I'll be in trouble. Then I'll lose the whole piece. So be very careful if you're going to use the 7-in-1 system. It's probably easier to use this 12 centimeter hoop, but you won't get that height. So I want to show you something different. Everybody can use the 12 centimeter hoop. This is a little bit more challenging, but it is another way to do it. So I'm showing you that, and that's what I'm going to embroider with, because I'm always into challenges. So let me show you how to do this. It's coming up next. Let's get it on the machine. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to get this plush driver cover going. And here we go. Great tournament ideas, right? Golf covers, and there's plenty more. There's some different ones we're going to be doing. This is just the first one. It's a plush driver cover, all different colors. I personally would like a darker one. I know white gets so dirty so fast, so I'd probably go with the colored ones, just because white is just so difficult, especially when you're golfing, and I'm a golfer. White is great for just wearing a shirt and golfing, but I'm going to be touching this stuff all the time, and I know I'm going to dirty it up fast. So a lot of times I have white golf towels and they get dirty fast. And I've showed you how to screen print them and embroider them. Now we're showing you other items that you can do for golf tournaments, and that's what we're doing right now. We're running approximately 670 RPMs, which isn't that high. We could go a little faster if we'd like, but I want to do a nice job on this, so I'm keeping the speed down, about 700. And now we're about 650, and we're just going to keep going and do a nice job on this plush cover, showing you that it does do a fantastic job. As we go ahead and embroider this, we have about 7,200 stitches. So it's going to take a little while. And you see the setup. You see that you can do it either way with a 12 centimeter hoop, or right now, as you can see, I got a little bigger logo, a little higher, that I can do using the fast frame system. And that's what I'm using here. And then we'll take a look at it at the end and see how beautiful it looks. And then you're going to call up and say, I want to get some of these for your next golf tournament, or someone else wants to have their golf tournament prizes, and they're going to be really cool, embroidered with their logo on it for their tournament, and they're going to hand them out to their people in the tournament. They're going to love them because these are one of a kind. Or you're going to make some for your grandfather's or your dad's Christmas present, and you're going to do a total custom design that's going to go on it. All sorts of creative ideas, and that's why they're called creative covers. All different covers that you're going to see that I'm going to be doing. This is just the first one of many. So let me come on back in just a little bit and we'll talk a little bit more about embroidering different golf items that can be handed out for great prizes or for actual members of the tournament. That's coming up next. Okay, we're finishing up this golf cover, plush golf cover, and I'm going from the center out. That's what I like to do in these kind of situations. It sure helps a lot, I think. Turns out a little better. Takes a little longer, but that's okay. Just so long as it turns out real nice. Now, I think I could have maybe came down a little bit. This is the first piece, and I'd rather be a little high than a little low. And so I sort of like things. I think we'll take a look at it when it's done. And of course, the topping makes a big difference on this plush, fleecy kind of stuff like this. You gotta use that topping. As you can see, I've got the topping on there, and it makes a big difference. And you don't want to do it without the topping. Remember to put that piece of topping on there. This is a great Father's Day gift. Just think. Father's Day is just around the corner. These are great gifts for Father's Day. Your dad or your grandfather loves to play golf. Even Mother's Day. A lot of women play golf now. They'd love a gift like this. Total personalized gift. Okay, we'll take a look at it when it's done. Let's stop for a second. We'll come right back, and this will be all over. Okay, let's take a look. Wow, looks great. Had to install it on my #1 golfing driver that I have. Had to put it on there to see what it looked like. It looks great. I love it. Remember, creativecoversforgolf.com. You can buy this. You can embroider on it. You can make some money. People will love it. Great gift ideas. And you got to see it on this channel only, the Embroidery to You channel. Remember, subscribe. We appreciate it when you do subscribe. More cool golf stuff that I'm going to embroider coming up. So be looking for that stuff, like the performance driver covers. That's coming up. We'll see you next time on the Embroidery to You channel. Have a great day!